Hi, my name is Shannon Harmon, and welcome. We are going to be focused today on an end of month review of our operations, where we dig in and see what went well, what needs improvement, so that we can plan for the month to come. And if you're new, again, my name is Shannon Harmon. I am a 20-year legal and business professional. I co own a small business, and I'm passionate about sharing meaningful and relevant information that can educate and empower small business owners. And so, the one outcome that we plan to have today is to begin the practice of developing a habit of reviewing our monthly outcomes and identifying areas for improvement in the month to come. Let's get started. So, first things first, did you utilize any processes to perform your work this month? And if you say no, that's okay. If you say, what's a process? That's okay as well. Um, there are a number of resources, 5-minute quick reads at shannonjharmon.com that will give you some basic information about what are processes, how to develop them, and so if you're at the starting block, that is okay. But the question for this month is, did you utilize any existing processes? If you did, how did that work? What went well? What was effective about following the process? What needed some adjustments? Did you meet your key deadlines? If you say, I didn't set any key deadlines, that's okay as well. But if you did you meet them? If you didn't meet them, why not? What stood in the way? What prevented you from being able to say, I set these 3 priorities for this month and I accomplished them? Did you effectively address your customer and client issues? All businesses have client and customer issues to address. Even if we think we've done everything right, there's usually some issue or some challenge that a customer or client faces that we need to help address. And so, did you effectively address those customer and client issues? And how do you know? Did you follow up with the customer or client? Do you have an established process for how to address such issues so that no matter if it's you or one of your team members that's addressing the issue, there's a clear pattern or path way for dealing with such issues? Did you document as needed for compliance purposes? Every business has compliance obligations. In construction, you may have health and safety regulations that you need to follow and document your that you did follow them. In marketing, you have rules around what you can and cannot do with customer data and what you need to tell the customer about how you use that data. And all of those obligations are compliance obligations to demonstrate that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in your business. And so, did you document those compliance obligations this month? If you say, I didn't know I had any, that's okay. There's always room for improvement, and that's an exercise that can be undertaken. But right now, the question is, did you document them, yes or no? And if not, why not? And if yes, where did you how did you effectively document your compliance obligations? Is your bookkeeping up to date? This is one of those areas that um, can get away from you. Even if you contract out for it or you have a team member who handles it, you as the owner still need to keep an eye on your books. You don't want to be surprised at any point in time that things are not as you thought they were. And so, an effective way to do that is to keep an eye on your books, keep an eye on your finances. And so, is your bookkeeping up to date? Did you take a quick scan of it? Have you done a spot check or a quality check to make sure that the numbers are making sense and the inputs are accurate? Because all of this feeds into your tax returns and your other compliance obligations. So keep track of it, take a look at it, do a little quality check or a mini audit to make sure that things are as they should be. And this next one is sort of a look ahead, but still really important. Have you identified and calendared all your deadlines for the coming month? While we're really focused on looking back and saying, okay, what went well, what didn't, part of our work for this month to ready ourselves for next month is to make sure that we have identified and calendared those deadlines for the coming month. And speaking of what went well, what did go well this month? There's so much that goes into being an entrepreneur. We must take a moment and celebrate our wins. What went well this month? What had you smiling? What had you satisfied? What had you hopeful for the future as an entrepreneur and as a business owner? But we can't just be focused on everything that went well. We also have to take a look and see what areas need improvement. What didn't go quite as planned? How did you operate? How did you operate this month? And in what areas did you find yourself falling short of your expectations? Have you mapped out your project plans for the upcoming month? What projects will be starting this month? Do you have a plan? Who will work on them? How much time do you anticipate they will take? What resources are needed? What's your timeline? What are your key milestones that you need to be able to accomplish this month? Map out your projects so that you know what to expect for your month and things run more smoothly. And then finally, how did you spend your time? Were you jumping from task to task, or were you able to engage in focused priority work? And if you're wondering, okay, what's focused priority work? That's okay. Visit shannonjharmon.com. You can check out one of our mini courses, which is on setting priorities, and really think about what matters for your business, what areas deserve your full undivided attention each month, and were you able to spend time in those areas? And so I hope that you take some time and review these questions, answer them, follow up with the areas that you feel like you weren't able to give a positive answer to, and get ready for a great month. And as always, we hope that this is one more step towards more business birthdays. If you want more insights, more mini courses, and resources to help you build the right operational framework for your business, head on over to shannonjharmon.com. Thanks so much and have a great day.